So here we enter onto phase 3, and he started using science, bringing science to the forefront for this meditation. Science. And I think this is why today there's an abundance of science to support this meditation. It's so overwhelming. I can't even grasp all of the science behind it, but it's there and it's proven. Queen's University. And all the different applications of meditation. Can athletes meditate? Can military people meditate? Right? All the different applications of it. Sports. Executives. Managers. Look at this. Government people. Higher education, always. And here's what I mean. It's so detailed. Problems. Why the problem is there. The solution. And everything is just broken down. Broken down in detail. Oh, here's the rose and the sap. The classic analogy. You always love to hold roses. The yellow rose. I love this. I'm going to take a picture of this. Some more scientific research on the science of creative intelligence. Dr. Keith Wallace. Timeless research. These guys dedicated lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of time. So look at this. Optimization of brain functioning. Look at this. Synchronicities through the EEG. Oh my gosh, there's so much of this. Oh my gosh. Levels of rest. How can you comprehend all of this? Bearing wave synchronicity. Oh my gosh, Dr. Keith Wallace. So much stuff here. I don't know how many books and how many brain scans these guys did. It's overwhelming. Absolutely overwhelming. I could just look at these charts and be like, yeah, this is I believe you. More than enough. The university. Maharishi International University. Fairfield, which is where we are right now. They had an original campus in California. The California campus in Santa Barbara. Which is good this time of year. Wouldn't mind being in California. Wow, oh my goodness. These are serious encyclopedia stuff going on. I think there's a website. Archives. MIU archives, so we can find we have access to all of this stuff. Age of Enlightenment. Phase 4. Phase 4. Decreased crime in the environment. Control cities. Group meditation. All he needs is 1% of the population doing meditation. So 1 in 100. So with all the research and the numbers, it shows that 1 in 100 need to meditate to create world peace. Verified scientific research. Oh, here we go. Vacuum state. The state of least excitation. Perfect orderliness, non-change, unboundedness. I like that word. And then personal experience. And verified by scientific research. The Science of Creative Intelligence course. I have yet to take this one. But it covers all fields. Look at this. Physics, maths, biology, Vedic study, music, everything. Everything. 1 in 100 to be better. To better Britain, Transcendental Meditation. To better Britain in the UK. Philosophy of government.
That which is vague, that is really happiness. Small fragments, not
Oh my gosh.
there is something, it's like experience through the eyes, experience through the ears,
Breaking down
through the
enlightenment.
senses. There is some satisfaction, something good, something enjoyable in every case.
He's on TV.
But when
On the city program. TM City program, which is what I did
happiness,
this past summer.
five senses are like this: ears, eyes, this.
And yogic flying.
But at the point where they join together,
Maximum
this is
coherence.
consciousness and channels of consciousness, 5 channels of perception through which the consciousness
With the evidence, he starts to
organizing power,
deploy
pure
people.
field of organizing
Deploy
power.
people across the world.
That means total potential of organizing power. Total potential of organizing
He starts to
power
deploy
is the state
people
of pure knowledge.
on peace projects.
And because knowledge is
And everywhere they go, they
consciousness,
see a difference when these groups of meditators go.
we find the total potential.
Look at this, yeah. Headlines in the news. So yeah, sudden changes.
Potential of organizing
Calm in the
power
Middle East.
has to be
Right.
in our
Overnight
consciousness.
peace. Sudden calm.
That is our
Returns to the way that it was.
daily profession.
Tensions ease.
All the practice that we do is to awaken
When he starts to
the
deploy these people,
organizing power within ourselves.
they start seeing differences where they go and meditate in big groups.
The sap, when it is still unmanifest, when it is still colorless, thinks, I want to be
The taste of
metal.
utopia.
And this thought starts to render it beautiful petal. It becomes petal. It becomes the stem. But it thinks,
Taste of utopia.
even
in the
when
80s.
it is colorless, unmanifest. And in this,
And during this event, they touched on the taste of utopia a lot, and how it was in the 80s, how they did this big experiment. $7,000 at the Taste of Utopia. There was big changes during this event. Even in the stock market. Creating world peace is the goal. Permanent world peace. So after the Taste of Utopia, they had all the evidence they needed. And this evidence was like triple studied, back studied, peer reviewed, whatever you want to call it. And there's no coincidences. No coincidences. Constitution of the universe. So here's where the science starts to come in real thick. Real thick. The Vedic sciences. And the unified field theory.
at the dawn of the age of enlightenment, between the day. Who thinks best?
Heaven on earth. Where we're meditating in for these 2 weeks. How it gets built, it looks pretty epic. Made for flying, yogic flying in these domes. So yeah, the university was made here, and the science starts coming in real thick. The real, oh my gosh, so then it goes TM, computer science, so all areas, physics, so the physics one I think is the most popular one. Breaking it all down till you come across the oneness of the unified field. You even have it for like art and music. Vedic science and modern science. And Vedic knowledge. Perfect health. Oh my gosh, the world plan to solve all problems in all areas of life. Government, society, everywhere. Things start to get deep here. Vedic structures. So I wanted to take a look at this in person, but it's completely snowed over. But here is an explanation of the whole Vedic observatory and what each one is. Sundials and adjusting for, it can tell the the movement of the sun. It's deep. Display of the Rig Veda. All these things. I've never seen these things in my life. Oh, and yagyas. Goes into yagyas. And Jyotish. How this works. Sanskrit names. Working with other gurus, knowledgeable people for the Rig Veda. And this is nuts. Like, how does this stuff even... Like, what? Mandala. Oh my gosh. Yeah, some of these equations are... There's a lot. Constitution of the universe. Yeah, this is, he starts getting deep into the Vedas. And when is this, like the 90s? Something like that. Like, what is this, right? So it's like, it's all worked out in detail, but then you get to this stuff and it's like, what is happening here? What is this? Beyond me. And everything's connected. Look at this. Everything's connected. And then it goes And then more stuff on the total knowledge. Yeah, this stuff is deep. This stuff is deep. And how everything is connected. The Dr. Tony Nader connects every part of the body to the Vedas. Don't know how he does it. Don't know how it makes sense, but it does. It's parts of the nervous system. Human physiology. Oh my goodness. Okay. 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 How much of that do I really understand? Not much, but it's cool that it's here. Holy moly. The Rig Veda. And then this fullness chart. Geometry, everything. It's all here. The legacy of Maharishi. Alright, so that was the library and the exhibition of the history of the movement. I don't even know what to think about that. Like, that was so elaborate. There's so much going on, and that's just like the surface level stuff that they can post and not get too detailed into it. And when we got to the Rig Veda part and the sciences of creative intelligence and the physics of it, and oh my gosh, it's like I always make this analogy. It's like the questions that kids always ask, like, where are we from? Why are we here? How did this all start? And for the majority part of my life, I never knew that there was a science that could cover this. You know, those questions of, like, you know, when kids ask innocent questions, where do we come from? Why do we exist? How do I know that I am here? How did I get here? Stuff like that. Yeah, that stuff answers all that. And it gets into it. And it's deep. And it's been there. So when I came across this stuff a few years ago, I was pleasantly surprised. And that's why I believe in it. And I'm like, yes, this is here. I might not understand all of the science behind it, but it's all here, and it's all like been there, done that. They've done all their research on it. So that was a little taste of that. The history of the movement. The stuff gets real deep, real deep. It's really technical, but the joy of it is that you can, anybody can experience it on a practical level, right? So it's almost as if all of this theory stuff, you don't even have to know it. You could know it, you could learn all the theory stuff, but that might not mean anything when it comes to the actual experience of experiencing the unified field, right? You can know it exists, you can study it, all that good stuff, but the meditation and experiencing it is where the real money is, and where the real profound effects of this is. So, you know, I could read this and be like, oh yes, this objective science says it all, but I wouldn't fully grasp it until I meditate and experience it for myself. And that's what this offers. That's what they offer here. So they meditate, you meditate, and you study at the same time. So we kind of piece it together. What's going on? What am I experiencing? Oh, I'm experiencing myself on the deepest level, not the surface level of physical reality, on the deepest level of existence, beyond mind and body. And then we come out and we're like, oh, this is what it means. And it's like, oh, okay, this is the self, the total self, the unified field. Oh, okay, that's what feels so good. So yeah, hope you liked it. That was a video of the exhibition. If you have any questions, drop a comment. It's a pretty long video, but I hope it covers it. Helps put this all together. So yeah,